Kristyn Clarke here with PopCultureMadness.com, and I am backstage at World Cafe Live in Philadelphia with Ballyhoo. Could you guys introduce yourselves to our site visitors, please?
I'm Howie, and I play guitar and sing.
Big D on drums.
Blaze, turntables and keys.
JR, I play bass.
He's MIA, so.
Summer getting laid.
Well, I'm sure he's not complaining then. So. So the last time that I caught up with you guys was Warped Tour in Camden. So how did you enjoy the rest of Warped Tour? You know, what's been going on since then? I'm sure it's like a whirlwind out there.
Yeah, it was just a blur completely. We enjoyed it. We had a really good time. Really glad to have done it. It was a really good experience. Just kind of finished up in Portland, Oregon, and then drove 3,000 miles home. And then 2 weeks later, drove 3,000 miles back to California for 2 shows, and then started making our way back and got there and back in like a week. So, yeah, we're on the tour with Tribal Seeds now. They're a really good reggae band from San Diego. They're killing it. There's JR. Hey.
Hey, make it back.
Told you were somewhere getting laid.
Huh?
You were somewhere getting laid, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what he does. Yeah, so we're on this tour, and it's been a lot of fun so far with these guys, nice fellas, and the show's been great. Yeah.
So, you know, mentioning that you guys have driven like 3,000 miles back and forth, and, you know, what are some road adventures that you've had? I'm sure that there's got to be plenty of them.
Oh, man. We saw the Mount Rushmore. Got to check that out. It wasn't really too wild. Everything was pretty... You know, we had everything under control for most of this. Our van's caught on fire before. That's like the most famous story that we have. Other than nights just getting completely wasted and, you know, being idiots.
We did a lot of
Smiling. I was gonna say.
we did a lot of scenic stuff on the road on the way out. 70 west from Denver out is one of the most beautiful drives
awesome.
ever. So we had plenty of time. We did lots of stopping and just, you know, they have all the pull-offs where you go and check out all the crazy gorges and canyons and mountains, and so we did a lot of that, just checking out the sites, taking pictures, and taking it all in.
And we try to find adventures when we have time. A lot of the times the tour doesn't give us time to explore things, but when we do, we do. I mean, we've been to Redwoods, Mount Rushmore,
Niagara.
We're at Grand Canyon for
Grand
about
Canyon.
15 minutes left of the sun out.
We're like
So-
snapping pictures so fast.
Yeah.
Like, get it. Yeah. Checked out some caves in Virginia.
Yeah.
explored in some caves.
Yeah, checked out stalactites. Look it up.
And stalagmites.
And stalagmites.
Both types.
I'm going to have to look up the difference between the two now. You know that,
From the
right?
ceiling.
Like
You
hang
gotta,
tight.
hold it tight. It's
Hang
holding
tight.
tight. Stalagmites from the ground up.
I know that, but I learn something new every day.
The Connect, it's called a column.
Nice, I'm impressed. So, and you guys are still touring behind Daydreams, your amazing album. And, you know, what's kind of next on the horizon musically for you guys? Are you, you know, a band that's constantly writing on the road, or, you know, you have to take some time away from touring to put your minds to that?
I wrote a lot of stuff when we were on the Warped Tour. I was trying to get the inspiration, you know, from the different bands and things. Kind of a new scene, you know, for us. So I just threw down a bunch of demos and messed around. But we haven't been able to get together yet to really jam anything out. A lot of things come from that as well. So eventually I'll show them all the songs that I've messed with, and then any ideas from them, and we'll just try to work it out. We're hoping to get into that, you know, after all the crazy touring is over. But yeah, always writing, you know, always thinking. So, and we just realized that Daydreams is a year old as of last week, and so we celebrated a little bit. And the album still has a ton of life left in it. Law Records has been great with it, and it's starting to get spins on the radio. And you know, we're just gonna keep pumping it.
So, I mean, what was the scene like for you guys starting out in Maryland? Because you've definitely been a band that's had this very steady build up, you know, to, you know, touring with some major artists. Like, now, what's that been like for you?
I mean, going on tour with like the Supervillains and no, man, we just we've put in a lot of work, and just coming from where we come from, Aberdeen, Maryland. It's just kind of a humble, you know, like we're we appreciate everything that we get, you know, and every person that comes up and says that they love the music or it's getting them through something or whatever. And somebody that said, hey, my friend told me about you guys, or I heard you guys on Pandora or something. Like, it's just been like you said, a steady build, and it's really nice to see the work turning into something, you know, like it's a lot of hard work. So, you know, and yeah, we've gotten to tour at 311 and we did Dave Modest Yahoo and Pepper and, you know, these bands that we really enjoy. So yeah, we're just going to keep trying to do that.
So I have to ask, what was it like to be on the cruise with 311? I mean, you're hearing about these music cruises all the time, and you know, what is it like? What's a day like on the high seas with everybody?
Drunk and very drunk.
Drink a lot.
Absolute blast. Coolest thing we've ever done. Hands down. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
And 311 put on one of the best shows I've ever seen them play. The last night of the cruise, they were all playing really hard, and it was just a lot of energy, and the crowd was just super pumped, and it was only like 1,500 people in the room. It was like sold out room because that's as many as they could fit. There were like 3,000 people on the boat, so they did 4 shows so everyone could see, and we got to see all 4, and it was yeah, it was just a good time all around. Dirty Heads and Pacifier, and you know, just our friends. It was fun.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you keep hearing more and more about these, and some of them seem to be more popular than others, but it's definitely been like a new revenue for music touring, I think.
It's a completely different setting what you're used to. You could do it in like a dark club or even outside at a festival or something, but how often do you get to go to, like, you know, pass over the Bermuda Triangle or something while bands are rocking out on the Lido deck? Like, it's pretty rad, you know? So I think it's a great thing. I think maybe we'll do one day. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, also.
So I know that the most recent music video I've seen for you guys is last night, and it looked like you guys had a great time and lots of Red Bull with that video. But is there any plans for any more music videos to come from any of the other songs off Daydreams?
The next single is called Walk Away, and that's currently hitting a few stations right now, and hopefully going to pick up some more. And the video for that, we're supposed to shoot it, I think, in about a week and a half, something like that. So we're just waiting on a couple treatments to come through so we can see what exactly we want to do. And then, you know, hopefully, you know, October-ish, maybe, you know, it'll come out. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know 104.5 here in Philly's been playing it quite a bit, so that's definitely a good thing.
That's great. Yeah, we love Wendy and John and all those guys. Everybody. It's we thank them very much for playing us in Philly. We love coming to Philly to play as well.
So for each one of you, do you have a pivotal music moment that stands out, you know, that made you decide, you know, hey, this is what I want to do with my life?
Mine is watching Bret Michaels when I was like 6 years old hump the stage to Ricky Raga on the toms, and thinking, and everybody's going crazy, and I'm thinking, this is amazing. I want to do that. I mean, I still haven't humped a stage or anything, but just like, wow, I want to do that. You know, I want to be a rock star or whatever. You know, that was mine.
Yeah, I think mine was Def Leppard, actually. Yeah, it, like, I don't know how he did it, but the drummer, like, the whole drum set disappeared off of the stage while he was doing a drum solo, and I still to this day cannot know. I can't even realize how the hell they did it. I don't know, smoke and mirrors, but yeah, that was the moment I was like, oh, that's pretty damn cool. I want to do that. Not have one arm or anything, but you know, just be able to play drums in a band.
Play the drums one-handed.
Rock out.
So funny that Poison and Def Leppard tour together all the time.
Yeah, it's wild. I know. And I saw them when I was super young, and I've seen them lately. You know, the last couple of years. It's pretty cool.
I saw the Metallica and Justice for All tour in 1989. That was amazing. Just blew my mind. I was like this tall. And right then I was like, yeah, music. It's fun. It's cool.
I want to do music.
I want to do that.
When I played my first saxophone solo in 4th grade, like standing up there on stage, I was nervous at first.
Yeah.
But then as soon as it started playing, I was just, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. And that's what I did.
Nice. So, I mean, you've obviously shared the stage with a ton of different artists, and I know you have the upcoming Charm City Festival with Weezer and all them come out. I'm not sure who else is on the bill, but there's a lot.
Marley, U6, yeah. And there's a few bands from Baltimore that we're old friends with, acquaintance, whatever. It's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be a really good show. I think we play at like 4:55. It's a good set time, right in the middle of the day, before everybody's too wasted, but they're pretty drunk, at the same time. We're just gonna have a really good time. We love playing festivals at home because all our friends come out and we have some beers and like they're gonna have a crab tent. Like they're gonna, it's. I mean, hopefully we'll have access to that. But it's just a good vibe. Like I think we like playing festivals in general, but playing at home is like the coolest.
Oh, I can imagine. So, do you guys have a dream artist you'd like to share a stage with that you haven't yet?
I want to go out with Green Day or like the Foo Fighters. Like that would be amazing, unforgettable.
Incubus.
Yeah.
Incubus.
Go with Incubus.
Nice. Definitely good choice. Just saw them with Linkin Park and they were awesome. So, I guess to kind of wrap things up with you guys, and you have a show here to do. So,
Oh yeah, we do, don't we?
what's next on the immediate horizon? Where can we keep up to date with all the latest news? It looks like you guys are pretty active on all social media and everything.
Yeah, I just blow up our Facebook and Twitter all the time. So, anybody that's trying to talk to us or something, I usually comment right back as soon as I see it. Just keeping in touch, There's always going to be news there. We're going to announce a few things real soon as well, so look out for that.
Yeah.
What he said.
Great. Well, we will certainly direct our site visitors to check out all of your social media networks and keep up to date. And hopefully we will hear some news soon. Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.